All right, everybody, welcome to the call today. This is Scott Pierce at Listings to Leads, and we are going to go through and we're going to look at what and why, what we're going to do this week with social media for marketing and lead generation with buyer and seller leads. And then we're also going to go through it. So hopefully you can have another screen that you're logged into Listings to Leads with so that you can actually do this with me. If you're watching the recording, pause it as needed, ask support for help if needed. If you're on the call with me live, then just go ahead and type into the GoToWebinar control panel and let me help you out, because I don't want any excuses or any reasons or any questions after this call. I want you to be able to do it and hopefully get most of it done with me while we're here together, or at least ask me questions so that when we leave this call, you're good to go and on your way to getting it done. So just real quickly, what does Listings to Leads have for you to accomplish all of this stuff? We've got over 100 social media lead gen and engagement funnels ready to launch, pre-written daily post ads and video scripts that you can use that are fully editable. We got content that will update, educate, and fascinate your audiences across all platforms. We've got a proven daily content calendar and schedule for the entire year, not just for the week, but we do it week by week together. And then all the stuff that we do contains automated calls to actions and lead capture behind the content. There's no point in marketing if there's not a way to leverage that marketing for either lead capture or engagement. And there are free and paid ways to generate leads and connect with people. Nobody here on this call is limited by anything to generate great seller leads, right? Great buyer leads. There are so many great free ways to do it that I'll be covering today in this call. And there are also paid ways that are important as well. So you can't just get by with everything being free, but there is a lot that you can do that is free. So real quickly, we're going to talk about one of our clients, Leo, who I was talking to a couple of months ago, 60-year-old male real estate agent. I'm pretty sure this guy's been around for 20, 25 years, been a client for a couple of years. And he started using our scripts after looking at them for a few months. And because you'll see whether it's listings, the PDF guides, the landing pages, other great local community scripts for you to take and create videos with, whether you're in the video or not, doesn't really matter. But he went from pretty much nothing to getting thousands of views on most of his videos now. And he has some videos that get up to 10,000 and his best get up to 15 to 16,000 views. So for a lot of you, I'm sure that you get maybe a couple of dozen, maybe you get a couple hundred. That's nice. But we want to work you up to thousands of views on your videos. And he did it without ever even talking to me. He just took what he found, ran with it. And so I'm going to show you pretty much what he did and how to do it and be successful yourself. So if you are just starting out doing videos, don't worry about it. Start slow, stay consistent. No one is going to see the first videos or posts that you do, or at least not too many people. And you're only going to get better by doing it. So there's no way you're going to get better at doing this if you don't actually do it. And the beautiful thing about it is, as you get better, your audience is going to grow and your audience is going to engage more with you. And then that in turn is going to cause you to get actually better and better while your audience grows and grows. So it all works together. You're going to start off brand new. You're going to be a little bit shaky. You're going to be a little bit nervous, and that is totally expected. And it is totally fine. But use our scripts, get into it, have fun with it, and watch within 30 to 60 days, your social media engagement is going to be like nothing you've ever seen before. And the last thing here real quickly, consistency is what moves people from the click to the conversation to the conversion. This part-time, inconsistent, random, once in a blue moon, when I feel like it, when I'm in the mood marketing, makes people think you're a part-time agent, that you're not serious about your business. And so by the time when they're thinking about doing something, they're going to see somebody else that is more consistent and probably end up going with them. So let's get into the calendar for the week. We're going to mark it as always, right? The first thing we're going to mark it as always is a listing that is for sale, ours or borrowed, because this is what brings in the most views, the most clicks, and the most leads for your money. A number of them are going to be seller leads as well. So it's phenomenal. You could easily get 300 to 600 people in your database in 60 days, which would allow you to very conceivably start closing one a week, right? So you got to take a look at this as you're cooking a dinner, you're cooking a steak. You can't get to the part where you're eating the steak if you don't prep the steak and cook the steak. And so this is cooking that steak. This is cooking that meal so we can get to the part where we can start eating it. When you're marketing listings, there are always low-hanging fruit, right? It's not a consistent bell curve where the low-hanging fruit is predictably every 10th lead type of thing. But I talk to people all the time that tell me they generated a lead. They had an open house or whatever it was. They generated a lead. They followed up, ended up talking to them, and now they got a listing appointment next week, or they're out showing homes to a buyer. This should not be dismissed. You will become a better and more confident listing agent if you actually market listings consistently, because you're going to get better. You're going to get more confident. You're going to see what actually works, because everything I train on, every market is different. Every agent is different. So you're going to be a little bit different as you do this, and you're only going to get better, again, just like doing videos, like doing anything else, if you do it consistently. The second thing we're going to do this week is market a pending or sold listing. Make sure to review the link I gave you. If not, I'll show you in the mastermind group. I got a phenomenal post on this. But marketing pending or sold listings, again, yours are borrowed. And we're going to hop into the accounts in about 5 minutes and actually do this. Is really one of the best ways to generate quality seller leads with information they can't or probably won't get from anywhere else. If you're the listing agent, it allows you to tell a story about that property, about that listing getting sold. But even if you are not the listing agent, I will show you a great way to tell a story on a pending or sold listing that you're going to borrow for more engagement. As I mentioned, it's really the best engagement for homeowners looking to sell. Best quality leads for the money, for sure. I've seen that for the last 14 years. And I'll talk about this a little bit more when we get to it, but you could literally do a video on every single pending and sold listing that comes through your market. And if you did that using the script that we're going to look at a little bit later, you would be so far ahead of everybody else on social media in 30 to 60 days that, again, you wouldn't even recognize yourself looking back once you start doing this. The third thing we're going to take a look at this week is the iBuyer or fast cash landing page. So we'd like to make a targeted seller offer every single week. This is something where we can do an ad that retargets to our database and past leads for $1 or $2 a day. We can put this in our social media profiles. Fewer leads, definitely a lot fewer leads, but they are faster converting typically, because this is an offer that in the database call that we're going to do tomorrow, we get into this a lot more as far as reaching out, making this offer to our database. We got the call scripts to call through our database with this offer. But for social media, we can do a retargeted ad, right? Now, if you don't have the budget for doing an ad for this one, that's fine. We don't all have unlimited budgets, but we can also do Google ads as well. So if you are into doing Google, this would be a great ad to do on Google. But I only recommend people to do Google if you got the budget. It can literally go from $1,000 to $1,500 to $2,000 a month on Google, because you're going to be spending a minimum of $20 a day, if not $30 to $40 a day on Google. That's just the way it is on Google. The leads are much more expensive. Typically, they are better leads, but you don't want to go broke trying to generate leads, right? Because leads are they're inconsistent. So you want to make sure you stay within budget, have a way to stay consistent with it. And if you're going broke doing Google, you're not going to be able to stay very consistent. So if you have any questions on that, do let me know. This week, I'm actually going to skip this for this week. I'm going to skip past that because this week we are going to make the buyer offer with the PDF guide down payment assistance for local home buyers. Every week we like to share a PDF guide. We got the entire funnel with it. And so this week's PDF guide will be for the down payment assistance for local home buyers. For most of you, don't worry about doing an ad for this one. Again, if you're going to do an ad, the first ad you should do would be for the listing for sale, $35. The pending sold listing at $50. So that's $85 a week right there. That's your core, your base ads I want you to do. If you got budget after that, I would do the cash offer iBuyer landing page. If you got budget after that, so if you got up to like $200 a week you could spend, then I would do the PDF guide. So we'll talk about the guide. I'll show you how to schedule out the ad for later in the week, how to schedule the post, and we'll also talk about the short form video script. And again, this is also another great, kind of like the cash offer. This is a great tool for the database. So we will be talking about this tomorrow when we talk about engaging the buyer leads in our database with the e-flyer and the database call script. In Listings to Leads, there is a tool called Link in Bio. This is a URL, and you can see the domain is clink.bio. And this is something you can put into your Instagram profile, TikTok. You could put it on YouTube, and people use it in other places as well. And what it does is it's customizable. It's an awesome link, like a link tree type of thing. So you can see it's got all my information on the top. I can include a Calendly link. All my socials are in there. They can click to call, click to email, click to go to my website, see my client reviews, my 100-point home marketing plan from Listings to Leads, all the listings that are in my account. They can access the PDF guides from that link in bio automatically. My social media posts are in there. And then I got some custom links at the bottom. So this tool is under the social content tab in Listings to Leads. So when you are in Listings to Leads, click social content on the left-hand side. And one of the tabs is called See Link in Bio. And click it. You can access this, like I said, customize it, your colors, rearrange things, add things to it, take things away from it. But this tool is absolutely awesome to use. So let's get into the accounts. Go to listingstoleads.com, log in. If you're not a client, start a free trial. Everything we're going to do today can be done with a free trial. You're going to be dropped off on the dashboard. And the first thing you're going to do is market a listing that is for sale, yours or borrowed. So we're going to do the ad, the post, and the short form video script. If you are the listing agent, there is a bonus post that you can share with the seller that generates phenomenal referral leads. You want to make sure that you're using that if you are the listing agent. So I've got an open house. So this could be a coming soon, just listed, active, or any listing that is for sale in your area. If you don't have a listing to market this week, find one. Please find a listing to market. Try to make it something that's in your main sales area at a good price point. But it is imperative that every single week we market a listing for sale so we continue that conversation with both our buyer and seller audiences. So I'm going to click the green market listing button. You'll see the Facebook and Instagram ad right there. And we have pulled in everything to do with Facebook ads. And I'm going to tell you something over the weekend. Let me show you something here. A client was complaining about their ad not working, right? They're in the mastermind group. Well, my ads aren't generating any leads. And so I took a screenshot here. So the top two ads were ads that they ran, right? Single image, which is fine. Single image, no problem. Massive driveway, just not a great picture. They also ran it at $10 a day. So they, right, not a great image. They messed around with the settings and it just didn't do anything for them. I went in there, changed the image. So the image actually looks nice. Hopefully you can see that. I left everything else as default, generated 6 leads, in about 16 hours at $4.46 a lead. So I mention this because I don't want you to try to think that you're going to outsmart the system, because we have pulled everything in from Facebook. The Facebook algorithm is pretty darn good. So I really highly recommend just confirm the location. If you want to add another location, you can. If you do, you might want to increase your budget, because again, if I start spreading out my location too big, my budget's going to get really thin. I confirm location, just confirm the budget, right? Confirm the start and end date, because we're going to do this Monday. So that's good to go. This will be a Facebook lead ad. So it's going to capture name, email, and phone number. And it will also capture their purchase time frame, right? When are they thinking to buy? The ad I'm going to do for $35 today, I click publish. That'll send that to Facebook, and that will be live, hopefully in the next 30 to 60 minutes. See there? Now, when you land on this page, it'll take about 10 minutes, but I'll look at an older one, and let me just show you how this works. So you can see, I can preview this ad here, and then I can click show ad. And again, if you need to pause the video, if you watch the recording, that's fine. And now I can see, here's the ad. People click it. What's your time frame to buy? See, it's all automated. You didn't have to do anything. I'll just say 1 to 3 months, continue. And there's name, email, phone number. Hit continue. You go to the single property website. You get the lead. You get all the information. It's a beautiful thing. Now, keep in mind, we also tie in to all the different CRMs. So whatever CRM you're using, if you are using a different CRM, make sure to go to your profile and connect your CRM to Listings to Leads. So here's our social media post. So the ad's going to be seen by a lot of people we don't know, which is great, because we're going to pull in a lot of new leads. The post will be seen by people that are already connected to our page. Now, keep in mind, only like 10% of people see your posts. So don't worry about overposting. This is almost impossible. It's not, but you get my point. If you want to edit this, you can. But this is 9 times out of 10, this will be better than what a lot of people are going to edit it out to be. But again, you can edit the image, you can edit the text, right? I got Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Google. Just hit post now, and that'll take a few minutes. That'll post up, and it will update this section right here to let you know it was just posted. And then you can click. So here's my post. People click it, they go to the single property website, and I can generate leads that way as well. Now, the short form video script, you want to do a video for your listing of the week that you're marketing. This will get a lot of great push from the algorithm. You can upload this video to every single social media website you can possibly upload a video to. So you can put this on Facebook, put it on Instagram as a reel and a story, put it on YouTube as a short, put it on TikTok. How do you use this? You click send it to yourself. So click send, and then you're going to get an email. The email will look just like what you're looking at right here. If you do not have a Teleprompter app, you can click here and download it. There's Apple, there's Google. If you don't know how to use the app, or you don't know how to use the script in your phone or on your computer, click the blue how to use a Teleprompter app button. It's going to take you right to this video. And in this video, I walk you through how to take that script in the email on your phone, drop it into a Teleprompter app, how to use the app, and then how to publish. Someone says, yeah, Rusty, send that to me. I'd like to take a look at that. Do I recommend carousel or single image? Really, I recommend you testing it. Just try different things. You can do carousel ads and posts and listings to leads. Give us support on that. I know it's a setting, I think, somewhere in your account. I can't remember exactly where, but you can definitely do carousel for both posts and ads. I've seen single, I've seen carousel do better. There's really no rhyme or reason, unfortunately, right? I see people, oh, carousel does better. Yeah, sometimes. And sometimes the single image does better. Really, it's just one of those things where If you do this every single week, you can start trying different things, and then you're going to notice how different things work. But none of that's ever going to happen if you don't do it every single week. Does that make sense? And the rest, it's just my name, Scott at, and then listingsleads.com. We got the ad, the post, we got the video script. I recommend doing the video. Now, you don't have to do the video at the property. Let's say you're going to borrow a listing to market this week. You could do that video at a cafe while you're drinking a coffee, right? You don't have to do it. You could do it while you're driving to a showing. And you don't have to be in the video necessarily. Now, if I'm not going to be in the video, I would prefer to do the video at the property so that I'm at least showing something relevant to what I'm talking about. But if you're going to be in the video, like you're doing a normal short form video, you don't even have to be at the property to do the video, but get the video done. All right. Get your discipline. All right. Get your groove, get in the groove of being able to do this. It's not that complicated. It's not rocket science. It's not brain surgery. It's just a video. And you got the script right here. It's an easy script. Put it in your own word, record it, publish it, do it every week. You're going to get a lot better at it. Now, for you listing agents, there is a share on seller social media. And this post is so awesome because it'll drop it on the seller's Facebook. The seller can put it on their Facebook page, and all their friends and all their family and all their colleagues are going to see you. And this is something that I get feedback consistently that people get great leads because the seller's friends click on it. They go to the single property website. They know who you are because you're working with their friend or their family or their colleague, right? And so it's a very easy for them to get more information, to download a PDF guide, to get a home value, to follow the home, and you now are engaging with them. So to use it, click the green, send to seller, drop in the seller's email addresses, their salutation, click send. That is going to send it from your email address. So they're going to think you just sent it to them. And then I would call them up. Now I would also send the e-flyer, right? That's more of a kind of a, not really social media, but since we're here, we can just do it together. So do it for both together. And then you call the seller up and just say something like, hey, Ian, this is Scott. Want to let you know that we just got the Facebook ad out. We did a post. We got the video that we're going to do shortly. It's on Zillow, and it's shared something with you to put on your Facebook page and also something to share via email, because in this changing market, you likely know somebody who knows someone looking to buy in the area. And I want to make sure that we don't leave any stones unturned. If you could put that on your Facebook page, that would be excellent. And the sellers absolutely love it. It looks great. They're promoting you, and it is absolutely awesome. Is it actually use a texting service in your script? If you have to be subscribed to the Listings to Leads text service. If you're not, then it will use a URL. I'm not a upsell person, right? I'm not sitting here trying to get more money out of people, but I highly recommend our text IVR service because we drop the text codes on the listing flyers, on the postcards, on the door hangers. There's also QR codes, but the text codes, the sign writers are very powerful. They generate leads. So I do recommend subscribing to the text IVR service. It's $10 a month. And then any lead you generate is free from there. Hopefully that makes sense. Rusty, I don't have one. I'll try to find one. But yeah, it could just be you in front of the property. It could be you at a cafe talking, hey, this is Rusty and there's a new listing. And if you want more, go through the script, right? DM or comment below or send a text, right? You make sure it's in your Listings to Leads account. So my point is you don't have to be at that property. All right. Listing for sale. We are good. We got the ad. We got the post. We got the short form video script, right? We know what we're going to do there. And then if you're the listing agent, you're going to get those tools to the seller. Now, Tuesday, I'm going to do the pending and sold listing. So look at the link, get into the mastermind group. There is a post, and here we go. Here's the post. What's the number one thing I would do every week? In fact, if you use the search bar, and I'm going to try it, and this way you can find it later. So if you're watching this on the recording, or if you're watching this live, and if you search, so if you just search the number one thing, this post will come right up. And in this post, I walk through in great detail how to borrow, quote unquote, borrow a pending or sold listing if you don't have one, how to get it into the account, and how to do this marketing. So if you don't have a pending or sold listing in your account, watch that video. And here's my borrowed pending listing. And then here's one where it's my own. Now, if it's your own pending listing, you got no issue. Just go market that as normal. But if you don't, you can add it into your account as well as a quote unquote borrowed. Notice, and you'll see this in the training, I don't use the listing photo, I don't use the listing address, and I don't use the listing description. What you'd think, and what can I do? You'll see in the training, you can see here, what we're going to do is we're going to market that another home on Maple Drive in Folsom, California is now pending, expected to close soon. When this home is sold, it'll affect your home value. Now, here's the beautiful thing. All you had to do was add the listing into your account as normal. So whether you can grab it, if it comes in from a data feed, that's awesome. If you need to add it manually, like I show in the video, it takes 2 or 3 minutes. It's the best content you can create, because then we create all of the ads like this. We create the post, the e-fly, we create everything. So to be able to now notice there's no street number. So it's another home on Maple Drive. I'm not using the street number. I'm not using the property photo. So this is just a photo of like down the street. And I would argue this could generate more leads than if I was marketing the street number with the property photo. Because I think when I'm marketing like this, where I say another home on Maple Drive, and I just show a few homes on Maple Drive, it's going to make people more curious. Which home is he talking about? Which home is he talking about? And then they're going to click and want to find out which home I'm talking about. If I'm marketing a particular listing, people can almost filter out a little bit more. Now, I almost shouldn't even say that, because people marketing their pending and sold listings do phenomenally well. So don't take what I just said as I'm not going to market my no, your pending listings and your sold listings are absolutely one of the best marketing assets you've got. But I'm just saying, this is another super powerful way when you do not have a pending or sold listing to get a pending or sold listing to market. And again, just like any other ad, confirm the location, Folsom. You're going to spend a $50 on a lifetime budget. Again, don't mess with this stuff. I can change the image if I wanted to do a video. We got different templates, right? We have different image templates that you can use. But again, don't overcomplicate it. Just do create ad. Leah, yeah, you can swap that out. All of this stuff is editable. If where it said 1006 to 25678, you can totally change that out. No problem. Now, one thing you're going to see is I just made a mistake. I did not mean to run this ad today. I wanted to run it starting tomorrow. So I'm going to click edit right here. I'm going to go to edit. And even though I didn't do that on purpose, I actually don't mind making a mistake, so I can show you. It's easy. You're sitting here and you're going to do this for the week in one sitting. So just come back into budget, and I'm going to swap that out to start on the 17th. And I'm going to end it on the 24th. All right. So that way I want my open house ad to start running today. And then I want my pending or sold ad to run for 1 week, but starting tomorrow. Or I could even do that for starting on a Wednesday. Make sense? That way I'm alternating, skipping just a little bit. Social media post, same thing. So here's my post. And again, I'm going to schedule this out for tomorrow, the 17th at 12 p.m. If I want to change the time, I can, but I'll just click schedule. And if I wanted to, I can totally edit this post, edit the image again here. But again, just make sure, right? Either post it now or schedule it. So there you go. I scheduled it for tomorrow, and that'll be seen by all the people on my page. I'm going to go down to the short form video script. And again, here's the video for that pending listing. Now, again, if it was my listing, it would just be, hey, everyone in Folsom, I'll let you know that 786 Maple Drive in Folsom is now pending. You can get all the photos and details by texting right to that. You give a little bit of a couple of sentences about the property. You might include, for example, if it was a pending or sold listing that is yours, that your 85 point or your 100 point home marketing plan helped get that property sold. You get the idea. And then you let them know when the home does close escrow, or now that it has sold, your home value has changed. And they can either go to that URL or DM or click below to get their home value updates. Does that make sense for everybody? So again, and you don't have to record this tomorrow. You could record this video today. And if you don't do it tomorrow, just do it on Wednesday or do it on Thursday. But just try to get that video done this week. Because here's the thing, when we market pending and sold listings, that is what captures the attention of homeowners. Homeowners are curious about listings that are for sale for sure. And that is part of the reason why we want to make sure to market a listing that is for sale every single week, because it's literally the cheapest way to get leads into our system. And there's going to be seller leads that come in through marketing a listing that is for sale. But when we market a pending or sold listing, that is like a direct line into those homeowners' brain. So every single week, do not, if like I said in that post in the mastermind group, if there's one thing I would do every single week, it would be to market a pending or sold listing, mine, or just another one in my marketplace, the way I'm showing you here. So get the video done. And then lastly, again, if it is your listing, let me go back to the dashboard. So here's my pending listing, 849 Maple Drive. And I want to show that the listing agents, again, right? You get the e-flyer or the share on seller social media, right? Check this out. Now our home just sold. It went, now we want to recommend Scott Pierce Listings and Leads, right? So help you sell your home. They get more information about the property. For you listing agents, make sure this email gets sent to the seller. This is such a great email. When it's pending, get it to the seller. And then when it sells, get it to the seller again, because we want to make sure the seller's sphere of influence sees that we're helping their friend get their property sold. We want them to see that it got into contract, and we want them to see that it sold. So again, get that tool on the seller's page, get that post on the seller's page, both for the social media, and then just at the same time, do the e-flyer and get that out the door. So any questions on pending or sold listings, yours or borrowed? These are the two things, the for sale listing, the pending sold listing. Those are the two things every single week I want you to make sure that you are doing. That is like the core. Location or custom audience, either one, Andrea, either one. Let me go back to that. Thank you for mentioning that, Andrea. So whether it's your pending or sold, or you're going to borrow it, when we go to the ad, in fact, I'm going to go back to the ad. Now notice it dropped me off, right? It didn't drop me off in the create ad section because I've already got an ad submitted, right? That's going to go live tomorrow. But if I go back into edit, Andrea's asked me about use a custom audience or just the entire area. You can really do both. If your custom audience is big enough, I can do seller. So that's my plus leads custom audience, or like Red X, so all the homeowners in my area. And then I got another custom audience from my database. So again, Andrea, I would say test it out. So 1 week, do your custom audience and see how it works. And then the next week, just do the location and you can see how that works. Because custom audiences are phenomenal. In fact, I'm going to show you, on the very next ad, I will show you a great strategy for using a custom audience, just a couple of dollars a day. But yeah, I would never use a custom audience for buyer leads, but for seller leads, it's something that you can test or try out and see how it works for you. Yeah, you can't do both in the same ad. Yeah, it's either going to it'll do custom audience if you got that selected, And if you don't, then it will do location. So this week, we're going to look at, now you can use any of these, then you can create your own custom one. So this iBuyer is like the cash offer, right? It's the same thing essentially. We do have a dedicated cash offer coming out shortly, but for now I'm going to put marketing tools. So this is a targeted offer to our seller leads. So it could be all to our homeowners. So again, if you're on our database call and we talk our GeoFarm call, we talk about buying a list of all the homeowners in our area from a program like My Plus Leads or RedX. So I can say, hey, you know what? Give me all the homeowners in Folsom that are in this part of Folsom. Maybe I don't want to do the entire city of Folsom, but I can do these 5,000 people or these 2,000 people. And I want to use the filters of 5+ years home ownership, single family home, 2,000 square feet or larger, and get all those people into a file. And that can be a custom audience on Facebook. My database can be uploaded as a custom audience on Facebook. Deal with our support team. You can actually do that through Listings to Leads. And you're going to see here, right? We buy houses for cash fast. You can change this to be more of a 24-hour cash offer, right? Whatever you want to do. And if I scroll down, it says retarget current leads. So again, I'm going to type in and so what we're going to do here is we're going to do like $1 or $2 a day for 30 days. And we're going to let this percolate through our so here is, so that seller audience, that is my Plus Leads, and the Wise Agent, that's just my database. Now, if you don't have a custom audience, you could run this to your area in general if you have the extra budget, right? I would do the pending and sold most of the time as my seller lead gen, because that's such a great seller lead gen magnet. But if you got extra budget and you want to lay this on top of that, then that's when I would do this as an ad. Again, we're going to use this in our database. So join us tomorrow for a database call where we're going to send an email to our database with this offer. We got a call script that we're going to be doing as well. But notice if I use a custom audience, I can come down and do $2 a day. I could do it for a week, or I could even do it for a month. And so what this is going to do is a little bit of a different thing, where this is going to percolate, like I said, through our audience. And so they're going to see, imagine now you always kind of keep the big picture. They're going to see the ad for the listing. They're going to see the ad for the pending and sold. And then they're going to randomly just all throughout the month see this ad right here. And I'm only spending $1 or $2 a day. So this is a great ad to let it just bop along, right? I know that's not a technical term, bop along. This idea of that thing just percolating through our audience for the whole month without me spending a lot of money. And the more people, so when somebody sees an ad, let's say, and they look at the ad or they click the ad, then they're going to be more likely to see this ad. So this ad will start popping up even more to them. Again, this can be a great strategy to a low key ad that you're not spending a lot of money on, but that is helping you out a lot still. Now, obviously we can do the social media post. So I'm still going to do the post for sure, because that is absolutely free. I'm going to make sure that goes to Facebook, X, Instagram, Google. So I'm going to click schedule, and I'll put this one for Wednesday, the 18th. And again, I can change the time. Hit schedule. And remember I said in the beginning of this call, that post automatically links to the landing page. So I didn't have to do anything. When people click this post, they're going to go to the landing page. They can fill out the landing page, get more information about the cash offer option that I have available for people. And then lastly here, I've got a Google ad. So again, if you're into doing Google, this could be a great ad to run, but you're going to be spending here. Look at that daily budget default, $50. Of course, you can go down to whatever you want. But again, Google is the last layer of lead gen. Get good with Facebook, get good with all the other tools and Listings to Leads. There's a lot of great free tools. There's the paid tools. And then Google would be like the last layer. But if you are doing Google, check out our platform, because the Google ads and listings to leads, we get really great feedback on them, right? Because look at this. All you do is type in location, boom. Again, we got the landing page already set up. We got everything here. The advanced options. If you're not into Google, this probably won't make any sense. And you don't need to worry about it, because again, we've got it all pre-filled. But again, it's all editable. And just hit publish and get that posted. So every single week, as we market a PDF guide. So we got 80 different PDF guides and listings to leads. And so every week we market one of them. We're going to alternate between buyer and seller guides every single week. And this week we are doing the down payment assistance for local home buyers. I'm going to click marketing tools. And again, we spent $35 on the listing that is for sale that we're marketing this week. If you got extra budget, I want you to spend another $50 for the pending and sold listing of the week. If you have more, because again, I want to be sensitive. I want to be realistic here on budgets. So if you have even more budget, this would be a fine ad to run. All right. This is a good ad to run. These leads are typically on a PDF guide are going to come in at anywhere from $5 to $10, could be higher, depending on where you're at. They're more mid-funnel leads. So they're usually a little bit better quality in general, but similar to the other tools, we got a great database email. We got a great database call script. We got the short form video scripts, right? We got other things that you can do to promote this. If you do not have the ad budget, don't worry about it. Just skip it, and you'll do it sometime in the future when you do have the budget. You don't need to feel bad that you can't afford to do it, or that it's just not appropriate right now to do. So don't feel like you're not getting something, because we only have so much money to spend every single week. And so we want to make sure that we do the right things that are paid so that we're not wasting money. And we want to make sure that we understand, great, it would be great if we could run 5 ads every single week. Of course it would be. But if we can't run 5 ads every single week, what's the 1 ad I should run? And then what are the 2 ads I should run? And then you just work it up from there. Always, got my $35 ad budget. I'm going to stagger this out and start it on next Thursday. I'm going to end it a week from next Thursday, so the 19th to the 26th. And again, I can edit the text, I can edit the image, or I can click publish, and that will start running on Thursday, and it will run for 1 week. But what do I recommend as a CRM? There's really nothing I recommend per se. It's that old adage of the one that you use is the best one. Wise Agent is good for kind of the standalones. Then you got all the way up to Lofty or Sierra. Yeah, maybe get in the mastermind group and you can ask that question. Social media post for down payment assistance. So we have the social media post that's going out today for the listing for sale. The social media post going out tomorrow for the pending and sold. The social media post going out on Wednesday for the cash iBuyer. And then the social media post on Thursday will be down payment assistance. So you got to love it, right? Buyer, seller, buyer, buyer, seller, and then Thursday buyer. Again, I'm going to click schedule post. Let's do that on the 19th. So on Thursday at 10 a.m., essentially, I got that one taken care of. But again, keep in mind, all of these posts automatically link to a landing page. So we've got all of that covered for you ahead of time. So we got the ad will go out on Thursday if you got the budget. If not, go to the post, schedule that out for Thursday. Here's the video script, right? Click send it to yourself. And you could record this video for down payment assistance when you record the video for the listing that is for sale this week. When I'm out there, let's say I'm doing an open house, I do my open house video, I could just turn around and use this script, record it, and then publish it, or not publish it, but record it right after, and then just schedule it to go to publish on Thursday. Does that make sense for everybody? And again, We got some great tools for the database. We got the e-flyer, we got the call script, we got tools for the farm. So we're going to leverage this a lot more. But for now, again, schedule the post, schedule and get good with what you're going to do for the video. If you got the budget, you can do the ad for social media. And again, if you got the budget and if you're into doing Google, you can also do the Google ad as well. So this is awesome. We got 2 buyer offers. We got 2 seller offers going out. And let me look at the training tab real quickly. I want to see here. Yes, we got Fizbo in this short form video. Perfect. All right. Let's go to my favorite part of all of this. This week is such a great week, and try to stay with me. I'm going to try to end this in the next 8 minutes. I think I should be able to. But in Listings to Leads, under social content and also on the dashboard. In fact, let's go to the dashboard and let's continue to scroll down. So we're just on the Listings to Leads dashboard here. And if I continue to scroll down, there's this tab called, or section called short form video scripts. And this is such a powerful tool to create content that is going to hyper engage our local audiences. But what do I mean by that? Today is Guacamole Day. You may not have known that. So now that you know that today is Guacamole Day, you are going to do a video that is going to help you get into and leverage and take some of that, not take in a bad way, but share the audiences of local businesses in your area. And just roll, if you haven't heard this before, just roll with me here. What I want you to do is, because today is National Guacamole Day, you saw there's a great script, but look at the script right here, which I didn't know. Right, guacamole goes back to the 1500s. The Aztecs in Mexico created it as a delicious bread, and 20 vitamins and minerals, excellent source of healthy fats, which is why I love it. This script right here would be a great general script to do on Guacamole Day to promote it. A lot of people don't know it's Guacamole Day. I bet most people don't, but yet a lot of people love guacamole. So if you came out with that script, just that script right there would be great. But here's what you're going to do. You are going to go to Yelp if you need to. You may already know a local place, but go to Yelp, so I looked up Mexican food, because looking at guacamole is probably going to be harder. And so I'm trying to find, and I know most of these places, but I just want to see if there's anything maybe I'm missing here. I looked up Mexican food. I found one that I like a lot, Zacalo. And then there could be a couple, right? So I might look at this one. Nick's Taco is actually really good as well. I could do both. But then what I do is I look them up on Instagram. And so I find them on Instagram. So I want to make sure that they got a decent follower count. Now these guys have an amazing 16,000. So here's what we're going to do. And you're going to take this script. You're going to take this script almost verbatim, because I've got this script in Listings to Leads, and I'm also going to make it available to you. You're going to record this script. You're going to record it at the location if you can. That's way better. You're going to add the location on the post. So your location will show being at that place. You're going to tag the place, and you're going to hashtag them as well. So check out this video. And here's the deal. Everyone that sees this video that either likes guacamole or likes this local business is going to start liking me more, because they're going to see me doing a video on something that they like or some place that they like. And so they're going to go, oh, I like guacamole. I like Zacalo. Scott likes all of this stuff. I wonder what else Scott likes that I like. Does that make sense for everybody? So this is such a powerful way to start getting into the hearts and the minds of your audience, start promoting local businesses, and start getting your content seen by more people than ever. So check this video out. Hey, everybody, it's National Guacamole Day. This is Scott Pierce. I'm sorry. Let's bring it all up. All right. Hey, everyone, it's National Guacamole Day. And guacamole has been around since the 1500s, eaten by the Aztecs in Mexico. And if you've not had the guacamole at Zocalo, you are missing out. It's the best guacamole in Sacramento. And they give you a lot. So for the money, you get a ton of guacamole, and the chips are absolutely amazing as well. They're like the soft chips with the salt on them, absolutely amazing. But what's your favorite place for guacamole? Tag it below, or let me know if you make your own guacamole at home. Talk to y'all soon. Right? Just a quick little video like that. It's not rocket science. It's not brain science, right? Or brain surgery. It's just you appreciating something, sharing that with your audience, and leveraging and benefiting local businesses. When I record this video and I use the location of Zocalo, I use the @ symbol and I tag Zocalo's Instagram, right? Or if it's TikTok on TikTok, or if it's on, they got YouTube or Facebook, right? I want to tag them as appropriate for that platform. Then I hashtag them as well. Over time, and even in the short term, I'm going to start getting more of their audience seeing me, right? And checking out my other content as well. Now, in the beginning, you probably don't have a lot of content, right? In the beginning, there's probably not much there for people to look at, but that's where you got to start doing it. If you can do this every single day, within a month, you're going to have an amazing social media profile that is actually engaging your audience. And so check this out. Today is Guacamole Day. Tomorrow is the full moon. This is a script you should absolutely be doing. Again, a little bit of, information about the full moon, right? It's the harvest moon with origins in Europe and Native American culture, symbol of abundance. This is such a great script. What a great script that is. Wednesday, National Cheeseburger Day. You can do the same script I just went through at a hamburger place. Water monitoring, talk like a pirate day, right? Check out that script. I'm sure that's going to be a funny one. Friday, National Pepperoni Pizza Day. And I want to show you on the 21st, National Cleanup Day. This coming Saturday, National Cleanup Day. Could you today think of a place, maybe it's a playground, maybe it is a beach, maybe it is a schoolyard, I don't know what it is. Could you get a small group of people to confirm with you that they will do a 10 a.m. meetup on Saturday, National Cleanup Day, with garbage bags? And then if you can get like 3 or 4 of your friends or people or assistants or associates or family members or whatever, then record a video and send an email to your database, right? Send an email to your database, record a video, and invite other people to your cleanup day. Does that make sense? You could have your own organized national cleanup event in your local area. And who would be the hero? Who's going to be that hero when that schoolyard, that playground, that field that was just down the block, it's nice, but hey, you know what? If we get 10 to 15 people to go through there and clean that up and just make it look a little bit nicer, how great would that be? Maybe you provide coffee. I don't know. If you can get like 20 to 30 people to confirm or commit to being there, maybe you buy them some coffee. But what a great way, right? You look like you're going to look, I don't want to say you're going to look like a saint, but you get the idea. You're going to look great in the eyes of your database and your audience. You're going to actually help your local community, and you're going to get to meet and see more people. So that is why these scripts under short form videos are so powerful and so awesome. So take a look at them. Now you're also going to see them. If I go to social content here, you can see the entire month. You can see the entire year is all here, right? So there's a lot of great content here to leverage. So again, it's a real estate is still for in the contract, sold, real estate information on the PDF guides, the different landing pages to make offers for buyers, sellers, but get it all scheduled out for the week. Get your ads that you're going to do scheduled, get your posts scheduled, look at your video scripts and start thinking about when and where am I going to record them. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Just do it.